Good morning. Today we're going to talk about prepping. Hi everybody, my name's VeRAWonica and I am a food mindset coach, and I'm also a raw plant-based expert, and I'm an influencer and author. So today we're going to be talking about prepping food. I'm sure that you guys do not know what's in your refrigerator right now. If you do, raise your hand.
We've lost total control. We also have somebody else living in the house. So between the three of us, we've lost control.
Okay. Okay, we have to get to the point where we know where every single solitary thing is in our refrigerator. And why is that? Look, we have to know where everything is. And moving forward, you will know where everything is. And it's important because on the long run, it's going to be a time saver. You're going to be more efficient, and it's going to be a time saver for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it nice and slow, and I'm going to break it down until we get to prepping your food, okay? So the first thing to do is to empty and clean your fridge. And you're going to go like, oh, why should I do that? Because you need to know this is all about upping your health and wellness. This is about really starting to embrace the fuel, not food, fuel you're going to be putting into your body. So we clean our fridge. We take everything out. We clean it with non-toxic dish soap. And you're going to line all your drawers with paper towels. And then you're going to look at everything that you took out of the fridge, and you're going to go, if you don't know what it is, get rid of it. If it's expired, toss it. Just go through everything. And if you don't recognize it, discard it. Okay? And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to clean everything that you took out of your refrigerator that's going to go in your fridge, and you're going to clean it. Your fuel lives in your refrigerator. Okay? Very important that everything in there is going to be cleaned and washed. And so basically wipe down your bottles, wipe down your jars, and then what you're going to do is you're going to wash all of your produce. And I know this sounds really boring, guys, but at the end of the day, what I want you to do, or what I'd like you to do, is I'd like you to have a clean environment for your really good quality organic fuel, because I'm not calling it food anymore. It's called fuel. So when you open up your fridge, that's your fuel holder. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to fill my sink with filtered water, and I add a little bit of organic vinegar or hydrogen peroxide. About why? And it's because food, conventional food, it has so many toxic chemicals, hormones, pesticides, and think of all the people that have touched that orange from the time they picked it from the tree to the time it goes into the cart to the time it goes into the container. It gets flown to wherever, and then it's unpacked by the grocery store and everybody touching it. So every time you think about every produce, apple, carrot, whatever, it's been touched probably several times by different hands. So very important to scrub your vegetables. I have a little bamboo brush and I scrub everything. Yes, it's a lot of work, guys. But at the end of the day, when you want an apple and you open up that fridge, that's going to be a clean, organic apple. You can just grab it and go. That's what we want to do. We want to set ourselves up for health success. Have everything ready and scrubbed. Now, as far as the softer lettuces, collards, herbs, I wash those, I rinse them, and then I put them in a bowl and I drip dry them. And then I put everything on paper towels, wrap it up, put it in a BPA-free plastic bag, put a twist tie. If you don't know what it is, write on it with a magic marker, like lettuce, carrots, whatever. Put it in your fridge. Organize your fridge. Your vegetables should be together. Your fruits should be together. Then the next thing you do is you organize your refrigerator. And your fridge is organized, as I said to you, like your filing system. You should know where everything is. You know, like I said, you want a lemon, you know where the lemon is. You want some spinach, put it in your green drink, you know where the spinach is. There's no more looking around and going, I wonder what's in here. No, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to set ourselves up for success, okay? So now we're going to talk about the fridge, which I call it the fuel holder. You know, it always amazes me, guys, how, you know, people spend thousands of dollars on cars and vacations and clothes and watches and all kinds of stuff, but they have, you know, functioning or malfunctioning refrigerators. You put all your main fuel that keeps you going every single day. Everything that you eat is either going to fuel your body or it's going to harm your body. Think of that. Every single thing that goes through your mouth is either going to heal you or harm you. So all the food that's going to heal you is in a crappy refrigerator. So you have to start looking at this machine as, like I said, the holder of your fuel to fuel your body. It's have you ever thought about that? I mean, and your fridge has a direct effect on the quality and freshness of your fuel. So a good fridge has dual compressors. It has great lighting. When you open up that fridge, you can see everything. It's bright and you can see right to the back and in the drawers. It has regulated temperatures for produce and a separate compressor and temperature for your refrigerator and for your freezer. You know, these come at a high cost, but at the end of the day, so does your health. So just giving you an example, a Sub-Zero fridge, we've all seen them in luxury homes, and hopefully they're in your home. I have one in my home. It's a high-functioning food preservation system. Because you're going to start buying organic food, it doesn't have any preservatives. So our refrigerator is going to preserve it as long as it possibly can, until you eat it and it fuels your body. So it also keeps your produce fresh and prevents spoilage. And that's why if you have, a mainstream refrigerator, you get a lot of spoilage. You get high-end refrigerators have a vacuum seal system. And, when you open up the fridge, I don't know if you have one or if you've ever opened up a Sub-Zero fridge, you have to wait 3 to 5 seconds before you can open up that door again because it locks it. And that's how the freshness is. You lock it in. And that's why when you wash your vegetables and you put it in a bag and you twist tie, you're locking in the freshness by taking out the air, because air can spoil things. And last but not least, it has 2 independent cooling systems that maintain the temperature in the freezer and in the refrigerator, different compartments. And these things, they start at around $10,000. But again, you start thinking about how valuable that is. That car is not going to keep you healthy. Those clothes aren't going to keep you healthy. That watch is not going to keep you healthy. Your fuel is going to keep you healthy. Is everybody okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. I created what's called a fuel list or a chart. So what you're going to do is you're going to start writing all your fuel in this chart. Like rather than in your phone, which a lot of people do, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going old school, guys. And no more scribbling it on a piece of paper like, oh, I got to get peanut butter. No, we're going to have a fuel list. And that fuel list has vegetables, fruits, superfoods. It has places, and that's where we're going to put our ingredients in there. And the best thing to do is when you've almost finished a product, like let's say you're a quarter of the way through a peanut butter, write down peanut butter. And moving forward, I would invite you, and I would love if you would start buying organic products. So if you've been eating conventional ketchup, then you know what? The next product you buy is an organic ketchup. Okay, so you write that down into your grocery list. So just replace your old mainstream products with organic choices moving forward. And keep this list close to your fridge or close to your pantry, because that's the best place to have it. And anybody in the family, if you do have a family, get this system going. It's really important to do that so that everybody's on the same page. You're not buying 3 ketchups. You're only buying 1. And that way, when you get to the grocery store and you've got your list, you can keep on track. Start incorporating more organic fruits and vegetables. Add some herbs and spices like turmeric and ginger and dill. Incorporate raw onions and green onions and garlic into your salads and your meals. You don't need to saute them and cook them. If you buy purple onions or Spanish onions, those are sweet. They're really, really yummy. And the best thing to do is before you go grocery shopping is to go through your refrigerator and write down anything that you might need or that you want. So now we go to fuel planning, plan for our week ahead. We have to set ourselves up for success. We don't want to have Uber Eats delivering our food. We don't want to go through drive-thrus anymore. We don't have to grab this because I don't have it. We are going to plan for our week ahead. And how we're going to do that is we're going to write everything into our fuel list. And that way, when you go to the grocery store, you know what you're going to buy, you know what you're going to be preparing, you know what you're going to be making for the week. And that way you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. And you're going to set yourself up for success. And I'm going to help you to do that. So one of the things we have to do is, look, we put in our GPS for our car to get us to our destination. We're going to put our stuff into our fuel list, and we're going to have a plan. So that gets us to our health and wellness. And so one of the things that I encourage you guys to have is one green drink a day. And I wrote a book called Green is the New Black. I dropped the price to $4.99. And you can get it from my website at VeRAWonica.com. And that's VeRAW, like raw, WONICA.com. It's called Green is the New Black. It's audio, it's an ebook, and I have recipes at the back for you to use for a green drink. Why am I a proponent of green drink? It's instant energy, and you get all your vegetables in your body really fast because you will not be able to eat all the stuff that you put in your green drink every day. You can't do it. I can't even do it. So let's just say, for an example, you've committed to a green drink every single day. Then you put down 7 green apples. You put down 1 English cucumber, 1 stalk of celery, like a celery, and put like 4 or 5 stalks in your high-speed blender. And I'll explain all that. I explain all that in my green book. So you might want some spinach and kale or dandelion leaves. So these are how you start writing things down. Because your green drink is bitter, I want it to be bitter for you guys, because bitter stimulates detoxification of the liver and of the kidneys. And so after you've slept for 8 hours, all that stuff is sitting in your body. You want to flush it out. The best way to do that is with a green drink. So that's why you get your fuel list and you write down what it takes to make a green drink. Now, if you are okay with bitter, you can add filtered water. Some people just can't handle it. So then I suggest using coconut water, which is full of electrolytes and it's sweet. So you write down 2 to 3 bottles of coconut water. So that's how you start doing your fuel list. I suggest having a smoothie every day, having a protein smoothie every day. So you want to I buy raw sprouted plant-based protein powder. You want to put in berries in there. You might want to put in a banana. So that's 7 bananas. So that's how you start writing down, everything that you want for the week. I personally eat a head of lettuce every day. If you're just starting out with eating a salad a day, you might want to have a quarter of a head of lettuce or a half of a head of lettuce. You figure it out, and that's how many lettuces you buy for the week. You buy 1 onion, you buy 1 garlic, so that's how you start writing down on how you want to do your grocery list. If you want to steam, I prefer steaming than boiling, quinoa or wild rice or beans, write that down that you have to buy those things. So now it comes to shopping. You take that fuel list and you do not go to the grocery store hungry. Don't do it. You will not stay on track. You've got to be full. Have your green drink. It's going to give you lots of energy. You've got your fuel list and you stay on track. Okay, so then when you come home, you prep your vegetables. You wash them, you clean them, you bag them, you write on them with a magic marker if you want. As I mentioned before, I clean mine with apple cider vinegar and some filtered water. And that's how I prep my food. If you want to have some veggies, chop them up, put them in a bowl. While you're unpacking, you could be steaming your wild rice or your quinoa. Have everything set up for yourself. So here's how you have to think about it. You have to think about driving time, shopping time, driving home time, prepping time. And you might go, oh my God, that's a lot of work. Yes, it is. But guess what? We're not opposed to hard work. Set yourself the time to do this. I happen to do it every Saturday morning. I leave at 7:30. I go to my farmer's market at 8. I go to my grocery store at 9. I drive home by 10. I'm prepping and done by 11:30, 12. And guess what? I'm set up for the week. I've made my green drinks. I've made my smoothies. I've got my veggies chopped. I've got, if I'm going to have quinoa, I've got my quinoa. I've got my lettuces washed, all my vegetables, fruits, everything washed. And guess what? When you're on your way out, like, oh my God, I'm so behind, I'm starving. Grab your protein shake. Grab your fresh washed apple that's already in your drawer. You know where it is now. You know where everything is in your fridge. And I'm telling you right now, that's going to set you up for success. Now, in my coaching, where you're at, okay? So if you're, vegan or vegetarian, we work from there. If you eat everything, we will start from the beginning. And the first thing is, I'm not going to teach you how to eat fuel on day one. We're going to talk about the mindset. We've never thought about our food. We've never been, raised to understand how our food works in our body. We have been programmed by society, by our parents, by our family, by our culture on what foods to eat. We have not been taught what foods fuel our body. And so mindset is going to be number one topic. Then we get into body. I'm just reading my list, how the body works. The thing we're going to be talking about is water, and then fasting, and then conventional foods, and then organic versus conventional foods, and then raw foods versus cooked foods. We're going to talk about fueling. We're going to talk about supplementation, which includes vitamins and minerals, about superfoods, about prepping. You just got a little taste of prepping. We're going to talk about routines. We all have our routines, whether you work out or make your coffee every day or brush your teeth or do your hair. We all have routines. We have to make the number one thing that keeps us alive, which is our fuel. That has to be the number one routine. And then we talk about green drinks. We talk about smoothies and protein shakes. And then we talk about sleep. And then we talk about meditation. So those are the topics. I usually do long-term coaching for anybody. If you're interested, I do offer a half an hour free consultation if you are interested in that. But my job, what I want to do is I want to inspire you. I want to empower you for you to embrace your health and wellness, for you to heal yourself from any ailments that you have, and for you to have the vitality and the energy that really we all deserve to have. And so that's what I'm all about. That's how I coach people. And nobody I know is making the connection between the food and the mindset. It will not give you long-term success if you do not understand how the mind, how the body, and how food works together. So does anybody have any questions, anything at all?
No, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the very, very valuable information.
Thank you very much. You're more than welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome. I have so many questions, but time is short now. So you have your email ID, so will send. So I hope
you're gonna go clean your fridge.
Fridge is not under my control, it's under my wife's control.
Well, you know what? Maybe you can have her watch this video when you get it.
Yeah. So that's why
and you know what? Participate, because like I said, the fuel for yourself and your family is super important. Your health is your wealth, guys. Without your health, we have nothing. We don't function if we're not well.
She doesn't let me. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, sorry. She doesn't let me clean the fridge. Sometimes I see the fridge is in it's a cooked vegetable for last 2-3 days. Nobody eats, so it's in the fridge. So I tell her just to clean it, but she, she's only.
Well, you know what? Maybe hearing it for me, it might be from different ears, right? Anyways, listen, guys, your health is your wealth. Remember that. Reach out to me, even if you'd like a consultation, whatever. And I will send that information to you, okay?
Sounds good. Have a good day.
Have a amazing day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.